Hey girlies, it's your girl back with another video. So for today's video, we're gonna be doing a review and wear test on the new One Size foundation. So if you're interested, then just stay tuned. So I do want to go ahead and start off by saying that I am an oily girl. I have really oily skin, so we're really going to put it to the test today, and that way you guys can see how it wears throughout the day. If you're new here, my name is Karina. I do a lot of makeup related content. I do a lot of like chit chat, get ready with me's. Sometimes I do commentary. Thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe if you haven't already, that way you don't miss out on any future content, and also give this video a thumbs up if you like it. You know, it will definitely help me with the algorithm and stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, I did just freshly wash my face. I usually like to go in with this in the mornings. This is just a vitamin C serum, and I either go in with this or my sunscreen in the mornings. I'm not gonna use sunscreen just because I feel like on days that I know I want to do a good glam, I'm not gonna wear sunscreen because I feel like it definitely does affect the wear time on foundations. I haven't found a sunscreen that doesn't, or maybe I just haven't figured out the right combination for it to wear the best underneath makeup, especially being an oily girl. I am an oily girl, and so I do struggle with oils peeking through with foundations. So the foundation that we're trying out today, and I don't know if y'all noticed by now, but I am a foundation girly. I don't know what it is about foundations that I just love trying new foundations. Anyways, I'm doing the new One Size Turn Up the Base foundation. It's going for $44, which is high end. It is a high end price, and they came out with 38 shades. I do like the foundation range. I think it covers a good range. I think they did a really good job. It's supposed to be full coverage, soft matte, waterproof and sweatproof, long wear and weightless. It won't clog pores, dermatologist tested, and it has 16 clean ingredients. I know nothing about ingredients, so I'm not the one to ask about or give you any details on ingredients. I have not went into that field of makeup, that round of makeup just yet. That is on my list of things to do, but I'm not too familiar with ingredients just yet. So it says soft matte on the box, and if I go to Sephora, it says a matte finish. I do want to say that I have already tried the foundation because I did already film this video, and me and my boyfriend went to his like parents' house for the weekend, and so I got really shy and I wasn't really doing the check-ins the way I needed to be doing them. But I'm familiar with how it wears already, so I will be able to give you guys a little bit more of an inside scoop aside from just like a first impressions type situation. All right, so I'm not gonna go with any primer just so you guys can see what it does on its own. I did pick up the shade medium 20 NR. I think I'm doing a lot better these days at picking foundation shades. So yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go in and squeeze this onto the sponge, and just so you guys can see the consistency. It runs a little but barely, you know. Okay, so that's one pump, and I'm just gonna go all over my face. So you guys can see it does a really good job at covering up things. And I do want to say that it does provide a lot of coverage, but it is not full coverage just off of one pump. If you are somebody that has a lot to cover up, I would go in with multiple layers. I did find that this builds pretty well. So what I like to do is just go in on the areas where I really need that extra coverage and just build it on there versus like doing a completely new layer on top of my entire face. I would say that it's definitely a buildable coverage, so you can customize the coverage based off of how thin and wide you spread the foundation. So I don't know if you guys can see there, it does cover up majority of my redness and scars and stuff, but I don't think that it covers completely. Like, it's a full coverage foundation, but it's not the thickest and fullest of coverage that I've seen. Even when I try to build up the foundation, it doesn't cover everything. So I wouldn't say that this is like super full coverage, but it is full coverage. But you know, I am somebody that has more things and worry areas. So if you're somebody that doesn't have a lot to cover up, this will be super full coverage for you. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be right back. I also want to mention that it is 3:17, so that's the time I'll be using for the check-in time. Today won't be too long of a wear test just because I am running out of daylight. I'll probably include some of the clips from the other video so you can see other check-in points. So I just finished doing my eyebrows off camera, but I do want to show you guys and point out how it is still, I don't want to say that it's like a flat matte foundation. You can see some of this glow peeping through. These are from my natural skin. So there is that. I am going to go in with my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder to go under my eyes. So quick tip, I don't like to put foundation under my eyes. I just try to avoid that area to avoid it getting cakey. So I just go in with my concealer. Last time I did the video, I set my face with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder all over my face. But I'm not going to do that today, just to see how if it actually made a difference or not. It did wear really good with this, so I'll see what it looks like without it. Alright y'all, I finished my makeup. I put some lashes on for the first time and I don't know how long. But the makeup, like, it lays really well on top of each other. The powder, blush, bronzer, everything layers on really well. I do want to mention I don't use any like liquid or cream blushes or bronzers. I only went in with powder bronzer, powder blush. The foundation looks really good. Nothing looks patchy anywhere. Obviously I just started. I will be checking in with you guys in a few hours, but I mean, I definitely do like how the foundation is looking. I think I got a really good foundation match also, so go me. And yeah, I will be checking in with you guys a little later. All right, y'all, it's gonna be the first check-in. It is 9:04. I'm gonna zoom you guys in just a little bit. I have two little dots right here. I think that's from like mascara that accidentally like splattered when I took it out the tube when I did my makeup. But this is hour 6, and I just want to say this is really good for somebody that has as oily skin like me, because it's doing a really good job at controlling the oils. I even want to say that I like laid my face on my boyfriend's back, on his bare back, and it didn't, I don't think there's any coverage that like went away. It still doesn't feel like heavy or cakey or anything. All the coverage is still there. There's no creasing from like smile lines or anything. Yeah, I am gonna repack with my Huda Beauty powder so you guys can see what that will look like, because on a regular day, if I want my makeup to look more fresh, I would just repat it with a little bit of powder just to take away a little bit of that shine. But you guys can see it doesn't look as crazy as some other foundations make me look in terms of like oiliness. So it's definitely holding up really good. I want to say this is the 6-hour mark. So I think I started at 3 if I remember correctly. I'm gonna put just a little bit of powder. It just makes it look so much more fresh, like if you just applied it. I really think this is gonna be one of my go-tos this fall and winter. The coverage is good, the wear time so far is good. It's just doing a good job. So I will check back in with you guys a little bit later. It is 9 o'clock, so I'll probably stay up a little bit later just to check in with you guys so you guys can see. But yeah, so far so good. And I also want to say that it doesn't look like it's like super cakey. Like obviously you can tell you have makeup on, but it doesn't look like you have like a whole plaster. I feel like sometimes when you wear a lot of makeup, depending on what products you have mixed together, it looks cakey, but I think this looks really good. So this is gonna be the last and final check-in. I just want you to know, I just want y'all to know how dedicated I am to these videos, because it is 12:15, y'all, midnight, just for the check-in, okay? 12:15, midnight, okay? So at this point, I've had that foundation on for close to 9.5 hours, and it's holding up really good. I know I did repat it with some more powder in the last check-in, and it's still holding up really good in those areas too. So if you guys are looking for a long wear foundation and you are an oily girl and you need to cover stuff up with coverage, this is gonna be your girl. I think Miss Patrick Star definitely did what she needed to do with this foundation. I'm pleasantly surprised, not that I thought she would let me down, because I just knew if anybody would do foundation right, especially for an oily girl who needs coverage, I knew one size would get it right. I know I do a lot of foundation videos and reviews and stuff, so I'm, you know, constantly buying the new foundation, the newest or whatever foundation piques my interest. I don't want anybody to feel like I'm constantly like throwing things for y'all to purchase. I will spend my money to review things so that you guys can pick and choose what it is that y'all want, or just to like be more knowledgeable about what is out there in in the market. So if you're in the market, if you were actually looking for a foundation that is full coverage, is long wearing, will do well with your oily skin, this is it. This is going to be a good foundation for sure. I don't know how this would be for dry skin. I don't know, because it's doing really good with my oily skin, and I just don't know how it would be for people with dry skin. So it would be I don't know, something different to navigate. But yeah, that is going to be the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate everybody that tunes in. Please comment below if there's any foundations or any new products that y'all been trying or that you want me to try out. Let me know in the comments. Hopefully y'all like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and also give this video a huge thumbs up. It would really help me out. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.